Sleigh bells ringing, diamonds bling.
Hey guys!
Hi guys, welcome back to the vlog.
Welcome back to the vlog. We're starting it off again in the car today, but we are so excited because we're about to go get some Krispy Kreme donuts, which we love Krispy Kreme donuts.
We do love, and this kind of brings us back to like a deja vu of the other day.
It does bring you back to like when I got hacked. We were doing stuff too. We were actually out buying something. I realized that I was getting hacked. So anywho, we're gonna tell you that story now on our way to get the donuts. So you can just know a little bit what's been going on with us, and that's just one of the things that's been happening. Okay, so anyway, starting with my hacking story. We were out buying food. I can't even remember where we were going anymore, but we were out buying food, and I always get a lot of like spam text messages. I don't know if you guys do too, and I'm always just like delete. And so I get a text that came in that says like your order is ready, and it didn't say from Grubhub or anything like that. So I was just like, okay, I was like, this is obviously spam,
like another scammer or something like that.
Yeah, just like another scammer. Like obviously they want me to click the link, like, you know, and I'm not gonna do that, so I just delete it. And you know, I didn't even think about it twice. And then like time goes on, we were actually ordering food from somewhere else, but like I was ordering directly from that person. Like it was Chick-fil-A, so I wasn't like ordering using any like delivery service. And I get another text that says like, your delivery driver
is on the way.
Yeah, is on the way. Like they had the food and they're on their way. And I was like, what? And sorry, we're in the car if it's getting a little shaky. But yeah, that's when we were like kind of like, wait, is this something or is it not? But I was still kind of like,
we didn't think anything of it.
I didn't think anything of it. And so I was just like, okay, by the time we got our food from the other place we were at and got home, and then I get a phone call. And it's like a random number, but I'm like, I don't know why I decided to pick it up because I usually don't pick up phone calls. Okay, I'll tell you the rest once it gets a little less shaky. Okay, so it got a little smoother, the roads now. We actually stopped for a little bit. So the phone call. You received
a call.
I received the call, yeah. And actually, before I even picked it up.
We just walked into the house.
We just walked in. Before I even picked it up, I was telling my sister, I was like, look, this random number's calling me. Like, who do you think it is? Like, because it didn't say scam likely this time, which it usually does.
And it was a completely different, like, area code and number from where we live.
Yeah, it was like a completely different state. And I don't know why I decided to pick it up. I don't know. I think you told me like just pick it up or something. I don't know how it happened, but
we just said because we thought it was from that number.
Yeah.
Because they said the driver's outside or something like that.
Oh, you're right. And that same time, I think I got a text that said the driver's outside, or like your order was delivered, like something like that. And then I was like, and then I think it said, at some point it said Grubhub.
Yeah.
And that's when I was like, wait, what? Finally, I decided to pick up the phone call. And I answer the phone, and the person on the phone is like, hi, I'm the Grubhub like delivery driver, and I'm like here to deliver your food. But there was like, I can't remember if it was like they couldn't find the house exactly, or like which one was the right door or something like that. There was like a question that the person was asking, which I can't remember right now. But I remember like just kind of like telling them like, oh, I think you have the wrong number. Like I didn't order anything on Grubhub. And then they repeat the number back to me. They're like, well, is this your phone number? And they're like, repeat, and that's my phone number. And I'm like, somebody, I don't know why it still didn't click to me. I was like, somebody must have, I even told you, I was like,
yeah, somebody must have just put in the wrong number.
Yeah, I was like, maybe they did like one digit off or whatever. And even the driver, they were like, oh, okay. And they were kind of like unsure too. And they just hung up the call. And I just kind of stayed thinking, and I was like, my sister was even like, wait, can they do that?
And then you start thinking about the other messages that you got, those other notifications that you kept seeing on your phone.
Then I was like, okay, those other messages were all part of this.
Yep.
And my sister was like, is there any way they could have put in the wrong number? And I was just like, it all like kind of clicked, and I was like, unless I got hacked. And I was like, oh my God, I think my Grubhub got hacked. Yeah. So I go in quickly, I open Grubhub, and then I see it right there. There's like a notification. Like, I don't know if you've used Grubhub, DoorDash, like anything, like it'll tell you right there like that there's an order pending. So it's getting super shaky again. I'll tell you guys in a little bit. Okay, we're actually getting to the donut place, Krispy Kreme, and the light is on. And if anybody of you like Krispy Kreme or you go there, you know that when the light's on, that means they're making the fresh glazed donuts, and that's the best. Like their donuts are really good, even when they're not fresh. But when they're fresh, it's just different.
Can I get 2 dozen of the original glazed donuts?
Anything else for you today?
Okay, so we're here getting the donuts, and we're just gonna get them, and I'm gonna finish telling you guys the story.
Thank you. Is it the hot ones? Yeah. Okay, thank you.
Thank you too. We got the donuts.
And they're coming in this really cute little Christmas packaging.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that, but they have like cute little Christmas packaging.
And guys, that's not even the craziest part. The craziest part starts now. as we were getting into the app, my sister gets into the app. She starts trying to delete her credit card information because she had a gift card in there, her credit card, or my address, my sister's address, her phone number, like, you know, all the information there. My sister tries to change the password. That person that hacked my sister's account is in the account and trying to, as you're clicking something, he's clicking something else. My sister's trying to like delete her payment. He's trying to, I don't know, I guess get into, I don't know what he was trying to do.
I don't know what they were trying to do either, but they were in the app at the same time that I was, like whoever, so the hacker was in the app at the same time that I was, because like obviously they were, I guess, waiting for their order. It wasn't getting delivered for whatever reason. And also the order was really weird. We didn't say that, but the order was just like fries and then like a huge tip. Like, I don't know. And it wasn't even that much, like
it was like $20.
It was like $20, but still, like, those are my $20. Like, I don't want to give anybody my money. Like, and the craziest part is just like, it's a violation of privacy, and like it just feels, you feel so like violated because like they had my credit card information there, like my sister said, my address was there. So I was in there trying to like quickly delete my payment. That was like the first thing I was trying to delete. And it like wouldn't let me delete, and I was like getting so frustrated. I went to the address, it wouldn't let me delete the addresses. It kept saying like error. And then as I was changing the name, like I was deleting my name and actually put in there, like I was just trying to like, you know, mess with that person. So I was like putting something in there for the name, and I would like hit save, and then the name would be changed to something else. So, but anyways, I was in there trying to delete the information and everything. And obviously there was somebody in there too. It was like getting an error. The Grubhub driver calls me again.
In between all of this stuff, it just got crazy for a minute.
It got crazy, and then I was like telling my sister, I'm like, oh my god, I got hacked, and like it was just kind of like crazy. The Grubhub driver calls me again and is kind of, I don't remember what they said, but they were like, something is weird.
Yeah, she's like, something's weird. We're like, can you just cancel the order?
Yeah, and I immediately told her, I was like, can you just cancel the order? I'm like, I got hacked. I'm like, that's not me. And the person was like, oh yeah, like that makes sense why I kept like texting me, and I wasn't responding because I deleted the first text. And then when they called me and said my food is ready, I was like, no, that's the wrong person. So
yeah, and she also said the huge tip for just fries. She's like, that also was already weird for her.
And I guess she couldn't find the address that actually was written in there, because I don't know if I said this part, but that hacker person obviously put in their address into the app because they wanted to get their food delivered, of course. So, you know, that's one kind of dumb thing on them, because we know their address now.
Since we had their address, we also checked on Zillow to see where they lived and to see their house and everything. And because I couldn't believe that they actually put in an address with, like, I don't know. I mean, and it was a real place.
It was a real place. It was like a sketchy looking place. Super sketchy. So actually even I think that's part of the reason why the Grubhub driver didn't deliver the food, because it looked such a sketchy place. Like, you don't even, it doesn't look like a house. Like
it looks like a storage room.
It's like a storage area, like storage lot. It looks really weird. So I don't know, but it was just so weird. So of course, quickly after that, like, the Grubhub driver realized there was something off. They were actually already in contact with Grubhub, like the customer. Sorry guys, the phone keeps falling, but they were in contact already with the Grubhub customer service. So they like put a freeze on my account, which is really good. So if that person couldn't, continue to purchase anything else, and actually they froze my account for like a couple of days. And I immediately called my bank and canceled my card. And I was waiting online for so long. Like, it was
crazy. I was on the phone with your bank, right? Yeah. My sister was on the phone with Grubhub because the wait was so long on both places. But finally, the bank was actually kind of weird. They're like, if we consider this a fraudulent charge, then
we'll refund you the money. And that's one thing actually we didn't say. The place where they delivered the food is in a whole nother state from where we live.
Oh my god, that's the main
thing.
Yeah.
There's no way we could even be there. Like, there's no way. I've never even been there, like that city or state or anything. So it's starting to get dark. I'm gonna just finish up the story, but I'm really happy that Grubhub driver was so quick to like call customer service and stuff. And yeah, my bank information all got changed. Like, my bank account even got frozen for like a couple days too, because the bank just said, like, just to be extra like precautious, they were like, let's just freeze everything, because we don't know what all information they got, but my credit card information was there and everything. So they just like froze everything, so I couldn't use any of my cards or even go into my bank account for 2 days. But yeah, and actually Grubhub, when I spoke to them, they were kind of like sounding like, they're like, oh yeah, like we'll give you a refund like within 5 business days, like, but they actually gave me the refund really quick, so I got my money back already. Overall, it was just like a horrible experience, because that day, like, we had other plans and everything, but just because we were so preoccupied about me getting hacked, calling my bank, calling Grubhub, like being on the phone, all this crazy stuff, like, it was just definitely not fun to get hacked. And I honestly don't even ever want to use Grubhub again. Like, I have a gift card in there, and it's only like, it's not much left in there. It's like almost $6, but I kind of don't even want to use it anymore and just like delete my account and delete Grubhub forever. I'm not gonna use that again, because that's just like, I've heard of other people too getting hacked through there, and it's just like a window, because you get hacked on Grubhub, but then it's a window for them to hack you through other things. Because like, look, they had my bank information now, my credit card, so that's another way that they could easily hack me, you know, somewhere else. Or like, they have my password now. It's a disaster. So definitely gonna just delete Grubhub.
And actually, just to say something about these hackers, they're actually nice hackers, I would say, because they didn't spend like, you know, they got a gourmet meal or anything like that, but they just decided to get fries. And what I think, my idea of this is, this was just like their way of like testing to see if maybe my sister would notice. Have you guys watched the Bling Ring docuseries? It's about like I don't know if you guys remember. I mean, I was too little to even remember, but it's a docuseries of like people getting hacked and how these like teenagers and everything getting robbed. They stole from like Paris Hilton and all these people,
all these celebrities.
And the way that they started it is by first, you know, testing it out, just going into the home and like grabbing a couple items and seeing if, you know, this famous person would notice. So that's what came to my mind when they did this to my sister. I'm like, okay, he definitely tried it to see if, you know, is she gonna notice or not? And then next time around, because since my sister had a gift card, but she also had her credit card in there, he was going to next go ahead and use just the credit card, and who knows, place a huge order.
So honestly, I was kind of lucky that it wasn't much money, and that I got my money back already. Anyways, just wanted to share that story with you guys. Be careful with your apps right now and everything, but yeah, just always keep an eye out on your stuff and like see what's happening, especially with these like Grubhub, DoorDash, even like a lot of like money transferring thing apps like Venmo. I heard they get hacked a lot. So just anyways, just always keep an eye out, because you never know. And like, yeah,
if you see a random text message or something like that come in, just check it, because we thought it was just,
yeah, don't assume it's nothing.
Scammer,
I guess. Yeah,
I mean, it was. Hey guys, so we'll see you guys in another day of Vlogmas. Don't forget to subscribe, follow us for more. We're so excited to do this Vlogmas, and we'll see you in the next one.
bye.
Sleigh bells ringing, diamonds blinging, carols singing.